What's up, guys? Foxwolf here, and today I showed you viewers 4 albums. It's time to show you 4 more. And the next 4 albums I like to show you guys is Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap, $5.97 for a remake of this 1976 album that was remastered as in 2003, which says on the cover. This album puts in a lot of work. This album, everything you listen to, it just like even though the title and the line of ACDC would never come by until around some years later, but this album puts in a lot of great work. It's so cool, it's amazing, and the work of it, it's just so amazing. And they have their own other part here that is also pretty good. And yeah, like I said before, you open the cover and it's so good. Like look at this old artwork. like I wish I could see it more if the lighting wasn't that pain of a butt, but I don't want the quality to die. But it's so good, and more to it. Like, this is some great music. They show us like it's like, and then they give us information such as how dirty done dirt cheap is literally and figuratively a real blast of how it all shapes up, which is what the first words I said. Like, there's more to it. They even have their track songs. Here's the 9 tracks: like Dirty Deeds That Are Cheap, Love at First Fee, love it. Big Balls, Rocker, yeah. Problem Child, who doesn't like that? There's gonna be some rockin', definitely. Ain't No Fun Waiting Around to Be a Millionaire, which is a really long song when you think about it. Man, they really put a lot to that song. Ride On. I will say, though, not a lot of people love slow ACDC songs, but when they do, when ACDC does write slow songs, it's just interesting to listen to. Yeah. Like Rock and Roll Dream or Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. Or even Night Prowler. Like there's some songs that are slow songs they make in their albums, but the way they make them is so good. And then Squealer, who doesn't love it? Also, it's kind of interesting that they showed us interesting stuff because, guys, I even read here. It says right here, big balls. It may be slight exaggeration to call this classic low-brow high society tale one big double entendre. Actually, it's more like a single entendre. The gang talks sexually loaded naughtiness to new heights or new lows, depending on which way your head is headed. That kind of unabashed determination. Well, frankly, it takes a lot of balls. That's pretty interesting. Guys, there's more to this information, and there's more stuff to talk about. There's no lyrics to it. They even have a random comic thing, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and of course, Angus Young flipping out as he always does. That's his boot, and that's his other shoe. He's just, who doesn't like it? Okay, it's been almost 4 minutes, and I'm just talking about ACDC. So let's just get to these other last albums before this is another 10-minute video. Guys, Here and Now, 2011, Nickelback is another album a lot of people won't talk about. But guys, this album, Nickelback, is so good. It's so amazing. And when you listen to it, it might not be better than their 2008 album, maybe not better than their 2005 album, but I do love this album for what it is. It puts in a lot of work. Like This Means War, awesome. Bottoms Up, I love it. When We Stand Together, slow song, but they did it for the troops in WWE. Midnight Queen, take that for what you will. I love it. Gotta Get Me Some, yeah. Lullaby was another good song as well. And even then, the last 5 songs on the track after that, like Kiss It Goodbye, Try Not to Love You, or Holding On to Heaven, which people would say, well, after this, the tracks would get lower on. But yet again, I wouldn't say it was bad after all. Everything I Want to Do, okay. Don't Ever Let It End. Like, yet again, half the songs are good in this album, and I do enjoy it. Might not be everyone's favorite, but yet again, as for everything else, it seems like the boys were jamming out into this abandoned building, so it seems like they're enjoying it to me. And speaking about enjoying it, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers' greatest hits, amazing. Like 18 tracks, and this album was released in 2008. But originally, I'm going to assume that this album was released in 1995. This would have been a remastered out release in 2008, but I'm going to assume that this album came out in 1995 because of the songs, because all 18 tracks started from track 1 to their first album to their final track of their 18th final track to their early album during this release of their greatest hit. So I'm going to assume this came out in 1994 or something like that. Let me look it through, and it just says 2008, but yet again, oh wait, MCA Records 1993, and it just shows that. I know you can't see because the lighting in my camera, because I'm trying to get the quality, but yeah, mostly 1993 and 2008, and you just look at this, it's a pretty great work for what it is. And like I said before, guys, from 1976 to 1993, they put in a lot of good work, and these 18 songs were great. They still did good. American Girl, great. Breakdown should have been longer, but sure. Listen to Her Heart, amazing. I Need to Know, another. Even though these tracks were like 3 minutes and 2 minutes long, like a lot of these tracks, like barely a few of them were mostly 4 minute tracks and 5 minutes, but they started in their later careers. Like Refugee, great. Don't Do Me Like That, it's okay. Even the Losers, you can say that. Oh boy. Here Comes My Girl. And The Waiting, oh man. You Got Lucky, track 10. Oh, and here's one they did in Alice in Wonderland, like 5 minutes and 6 seconds long. This is their longest song, Don't Come Around Here No More, in a rendition of Alice in Wonderland. If you guys haven't seen that music video, sheesh. And then they go, I Won't Back Down, Running Down a Dream. They even made two tracks differently of the albums. Like the music videos of Tom Petty wearing a suit and a hat was pretty interesting during this time. Yeah, the music videos were getting weirder at that time. Free Falling, which was during their late 80s, and then by the time they did Learning to Fly, Into the Great Wide Open, man. And then their early, this album, I don't think that this might have been just a one off song called Mary Jane's Last Dance, which came out in 1992 or so. And surprisingly, they still did it just like this. And then, of course, Something in the Air, which was an okay send off, but yet again, all in all, the song has great tracks and amazements. It's a pretty good song, and for what it is, my father and I, we enjoyed it in the car as a child. What else can I say about this? What else can I say about this? Guys, if I could show you viewers every single bit about this work of Pink Floyd, it'll be crazy. Now, first of all, guys, this thing likes to fall off the album cassette. Yeah, it goes right here, but falls down every time I take it out. And all this has is just the lyrics. And guys, if I had to read all the lyrics, because they're written in cursive with ink, like they're titles of the whatever they're called. I can't even read these cursive letters. Like, I wish you viewers could see it if the lighting isn't that bad, but all I can say, guys, the writing on the wall and the horrible lighting on my room is giving a problem. All I know is, guys, this album, this is track number 1 of their first half albums. It starts out with their songs, which I wish I can understand what it says. I can't even read any of this. I don't know what it is. Like in the flesh, or is what you called it. Like the like they're so hard to read. I can't even read them. Their songs are so crazy. And they even and then their second album is over here where you open it up. Like this album starts out with In the Flesh and it ends with Goodbye Cruel World after the Another Brick in the Wall album 3, which was their my gosh, which they called it part 5. Yeah. And then this second CD starts out with Hey You and ends it with the Outside the Wall, and it's same thing. It has this awesome crazy psycho lady with a wizard with a fiery hair. Sheesh. Yeah, again, guys, I wish you can see the CD if it wasn't so white and the friggin' work, but yeah. Okay, let me just put this back. I wish I can show this what songs are in the album, but they're all written in cursive, and I can't even read any bit of what it is. And if I had to explain it, I'll be here all day. So yeah, so those are my 8 CDs. I really can't say much about it, and at the end of the day, it is what it is. There's a lot of other songs out there I enjoy, and I hope you viewers enjoyed it too. And that's all I can say. So thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments which is your favorite album or what albums you like to talk about. Show them to you. And if you have any albums that you want to show me, then do it. Whatever type of genres they are. So thanks for watching.